Hi guys, and welcome to Cultnomics. My name is Paul Hanley, and today I'm going to be chatting to you about average costs in the long run. Okay, so guys, today we're going to look at the shape of the long run average total cost curve on a diagram. In order to do that, we draw down our usual X and Y axis, and what we do is we label that with costs up here on the Y axis, and we'll have quantity of production down here on the x-axis. We'll also put in our point of origin here over bottom left. So an average total cost curve is sometimes called an envelope shaped curve, and it is U-shaped as drawn here, and we label that average total cost. We will also have on this diagram here a line breaking up the graph into two separate parts. So what we're going to have is initially a downward sloping section of the line, which we're going to call economies of scale, and we will separate that into two other sections. We will have constant returns to scale in the center, and we will have diseconomies of scale over here on the left. Okay, so in terms of production, if a firm starts off and it's producing a relatively low level of output here at Q1, what we'll tend to find is that the costs will be quite high, so they won't have built up economies of scale and scope, etc. However, as the scale of production increases, let's say the company increases to quantity 2, what tends to happen is the per unit costs, the average total costs, begin to decrease. And this is called economies of scale, which means that as the firm increases the amount of inputs into the production process, the output per unit increases proportionately more. And this happens all the way up to point here, quantity 3, where the average total cost curve reaches its lowest point and is a horizontal line here. What this refers to is something called constant returns to scale. So as the firm increases its input levels, the output increases at proportionately the same rate. However, as the firm increases production levels, let's take a point Q4 out here, what tends to happen over at Q4 is that the cost per unit, the average total cost, begins to increase again. And when this happens, it's called diseconomies of scale. And what this means is, as the firm is increasing the inputs into its production process, the output per unit is decreasing proportionately less. That causes cost to increase, and that's referred to as diseconomies of scale. All three of these elements give the average total cost curve its traditional U shape. I hope you call back to Cultnomics soon. Bye for now.